Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mr. All Day, Every Day from Grand Theft Analysis here on the Grand Theft Reviews to bring you guys another exclusive review for Battlefield 3 here on the Grand Theft Reviews. This video was suggested by one of my new subscribers, Tony1017. Thank you for that. This is actually a review I wanted to do on Battlefield 3 for a while now. I actually waited for the game to go on sale, which, I caught it at a good, reasonable price, brand new, for $38. And honestly, Battlefield games, they go naturally their retail price go down a lot faster than the Call of Duty series. But I digress. That's a whole nother subject. Sorry about the video. I'm not able to pretty much chop it up and edit it like I do my other reviews. But my computer is really effing up, so hopefully I can get that fixed for you guys. Without further ado, let me go ahead and jump straight into the presentation for you guys. Now, Battlefield 3 is a game that exceeds expectations. You already get modes from campaign, multiplayer, co-op. That's enough. Because, honestly, with Battlefield 3, you don't need to play anything but it's multiplayer. But if you do want to jump into the campaign, it is. Because as far as campaign goes, it gives you 8 hours of non-stop action. Yes, the story mode seems as sometimes it's written, but of course it's written because it is a game developed by EA, and EA is not known for the best scripted storylines in a video game today. But it's alright because with this Battlefield 3 campaign, you actually get story, cinema, action scenes. I mean, you really don't get that with first-person shooters these days. And they took the liberty to go out upon their way to actually give us short films in the game before giving us our protagonist and sending us on our mission. That is a plus in my book. I mean, yes, at times during the story, the campaign, you do get little moments where you have to press a certain button and get into a button sequence where you have to knock out an opponent. And that's all right. Sometimes that's what we need. I mean, you get lazy, holding a joystick playing a game. Sometimes you need something to wake you up and get you back into the story. Okay, that's as far as campaign goes. Yes, sometimes in the campaign, you do find a little rag dolls stuck in the stairs and in the corner, stuff like that. But every game is not perfect, especially coming from EA. But they did a fine job with this. Now, let's jump straight into multiplayer. Multiplayer, yes, on the platforms, Xbox 360, PS3. You get what, 24-player deathmatch, 12 on each team, 4-man squads, but it is the most strategic army-based game out there on the market, hands down. I'm sorry, you can't deny it. For one, it is beautiful, no matter what platform you are playing it for. But obviously, it will be better on PC because this time around they feel like they dropped the ball with Battlefield 2, Bad Company, because where it looked it better on its platform companions compared to when it looked it on PC, which Battlefield was first a PC game that even came out. So naturally, they went back to the roots. They wanted to make sure the PC gamers get everything they could have went. So yes, on PC, it runs at a 64 framework, 64 player matches, 32 players on the team. You can pick between Conquest, Rush, Squad, Team Deathmatch, Squad, Rush, and Squad Conquest. And, it only has 9 maps, 4 expansion maps that they brung back, which was a great addition. They were maps that we pretty much got in old, modern Battlefield games. But the thing I have to say about EA and DICE, about what they did with their Battlefield game, they knew that, their rivals such as Call of Duty were going to have expansion maps later on for Modern Warfare 3 and stuff like that. Well, naturally, you're going to have to pay for these maps individual. But, Battlefield 3, they said, why not take the liberty when we have these maps up and running and available for you guys? We'll go ahead and give you a free access code if you buy the game new. And you can go ahead and redeem these free individual cars, maps, and weapons for free of charge. Let's clap it up for these guys because no one else on the market is honestly doing that. As far as co-op mode goes, co-op mode is exactly what you expect. You just play with another fellow player throughout a different alternative story mode, which it's alright. It's definitely that bang for your buck. Mr. Uchiwala Bang always taunts me with that. As far as gameplay goes, on PS3, Xbox 360, there definitely are some issues. But, on a server this big, you will expect certain issues to pop up and you don't mind it because it's not whereas, it's something that, you'll want to throw your controller at the TV compared to other games, or you want to yell at, oh, screw this game, or F this, or bomb that, this game's totally cheating, because sometimes there are hit delays, whereas you feel like you're running and you don't feel bullets and you drop down, but at the same time, you know, it's a massive server, and you know, the maps are huge. It's almost like if you are in your prospective community and running around and expect to get around that way. So this time, you know, instead of calling for a helicopter or a chopper gunner or something, why not just jump into a helicopter and initiate the strike yourself? That's what Army is all about. They don't, yo, no. Especially a private. How can a private get 11, kill streaks and then, yeah, let me get a chopper gunner? But you know, I try to do non-biased reviews. So yes, you know what, the Battlefield 3 series, you can get into every vehicle and initiate your own attack onto your opponent. As far as gameplay goes, yes, there is a little bit lagging. I did not see that on PC, so PC is definitely the better version if you're looking for that competitive multiplayer online. But as far as PS3, Xbox 360, at times you will have hit delays. But other than that, the game is superb, it's magnificent. My verdict for this game, here on Grand Theft Reviews, we don't give the game a score. We just tell you exactly what the game is about. So if you're looking for that strategic game, the next game to actually, move like Army base style and actually get incorporated team, and actually want to add people that actually have value instead of just, oh, this guy has 23 kills and like 2 deaths or whatever, and you're looking for someone to actually put forth an effort into his team and actually make sure they can actually cover your back in an Army fashion, Battlefield 3 is not. It's not. I must say it's not. No, it is that game for you, though. It honestly is, because Battlefield 3, you get everything that you ever want if you're a big Army fan, but, you don't want to go to the Army. You don't want to get frustrated. This is the game to go. But, if you're looking for, games fast-paced, Battlefield 3 is definitely not a fast-paced game. It can be at times, but only if, after a while you get that experience and you know your way around the maps. But other than that, the plus is, 9 great large maps. They could have a couple more maps, but I would not give it a minus for that. But, that's a plus. Large, great maps. The minus, I have to say, the campaign, with online, you get some buildings you can go ahead and bring them down, stuff like that. There's battle damage towards the buildings, but as far as campaign goes, there's none of that, so I have to give that a minus. But other than that, all around, fantastic package. Battlefield 3. This is my honest review, guys. Like I said, we're entering 2012 year. I think the next game I will probably be getting is SS Tricky and Inversion, which doesn't come out until February. So until then, this is a video for Battlefield 3, and I'll see you guys January 27th for Spartacus Vengeance review. All right, peace out.